Hello, I'm Dennis with doityourselfdennis.com, and I'm going to show you how to put down toe mold or quarter round. Some people call it toe mold, some people call it quarter round. But there's a couple of different ways you can cut it. So you can cut it with putting two 45s together when you're doing a corner, or you can cope it. Let me show you how to cope a corner, and I'm going to show you the difference between the two put together. Okay, first you're going to cut, to do a coping, you're going to cut a 45-degree angle opposite. I generally go from right to left. That's just the way I do it. So you're going to cut a 45 on it, and then you're going to cope that. And the way you cope it is with a coping saw. Can you see that? Glasses on. You just kind of be careful, and you're going to start out slow. Then you just follow that profile with your saw. You're going to be at just a little bit of an angle. You can see it? Okay. Okay, and then you've got your cope, and it'll go together like that. So let me go show you the difference between the two. Okay, the problem with doing a 45 corner is very rarely are your corners a true 45, and so the coping takes that out of it. But with toe mold or quarter round, there's really not enough variance there to really make a big difference. But if you zoom down here, this is one that I just did a 45 on it. You see how you got a little bit of a crack there? I mean, granted, you can fill that in with caulk, but let me show you how the difference is when you cope it. Okay, this corner I coped. You just see how much better the joint looks? I mean, it looks like a true 45 no matter what. I mean, so that's the way I prefer to do it. It just turns out a whole lot better. But okay, I want to show you how to do an outside corner. You get your first piece and you cut a 45-degree angle on it. And I like to take a piece of scrap and cut a 45 on each end. That way I can check to make sure it's going to fit right before I nail it. And so I want to check my joint. So then I go ahead and nail this piece. Now I'm not going to nail too close to the end, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches from the end. And I've gone ahead and cut the other piece. So you just piece it in there, and nailing it. So that's all there is to doing an outside corner. All right. When you have a piece, or your wall is too long for your piece of molding or your toe mold, and you have to make a joint in the middle, what you'll want to do is put your first piece on, and you're going to cut a 30-degree angle on it. And then you're going to cut your second piece and use that same 30-degree angle. Something you're going to want to keep in mind as to which way your angle goes is, like, the door is behind me, so it's back that direction. You want your point to be going away from you. So if you're coming in the doorway, the point would be going away from you. That way it kind of hides the seam. So what you're going to do is you put that together, and then you're going to nail it. And when you're nailing up here at the seam, don't nail too close. This toe mold, it splits. If you were using a wide piece, then you could nail it right on the seam, but I like to hold it back a couple inches to keep it, take away some of that chance of splitting. So then you're going to fill this in a little bit with some spackling, and then you'll be done with it. I want to show you how to measure for this toe mold. You just go from the corner and you're going to measure to the end here. So we got 53 and 3/16. Let me go cut that piece and we'll put it in. Okay, we've got our piece cut. So we're just going to put it up there. Make sure our corner looks good. Again, we're not going to nail too close to the end. You're going to nail about every 12, 16 inches. And we've got this piece that we've already coped it. See, look how nice that joint looks there. That's basically all there is to putting quarter round down, or a shoe mold they call it. Thanks for watching, and check out my other videos at doityourselfdennis.com.